network for real. If you don't know how to talk to people who actually have money, you're not going to be able to make any money. So let's talk about it. But first, this commercial break, by the way, is brought to you every day by Moonjug Water. Get you some Moonjug. Go to moonjug.com. All water is not the same, okay? But when you're ready for some real water because you know that you are the value and you're ready to raise your frequency, get you some Moonjug. Go to moonjug.com. Okay, now we got to get to it. Bring it in the Zoom. Bring it in the Zoom. Ah, bring it in the Zoom. Okay, here we go. Well, good morning, good evening, what it do? How are you? Hootie hoo, happy Friday too. I am the sound of money in your ear, doll Avant, that's C-O-O-O. I'm off an imitator, never duplicated. They call me the $1 billion babe, aka the pitch queen, aka the people's coach, aka Coach Dollar Bill. And you are in the dollhouse. This is the home of high value entrepreneurs. Over here, it is day number 58 of this 100-day challenge. We are getting prepared. We're doing some prep work of the next, well, it's about 14, 13 days left of our prep so that we can go post on social media every single day for the last 30 days of this 100-day challenge. What's the point of the 100-day challenge? For my new people who are streaming and watching the replays, they're like, wait a minute, I missed it. Hold on. I'm like, no, you're fine. It's fine. So the premise is very simple. What if you gave 100% of your best effort 100% of the time for 100 days? How would your life get different? What if you were like, you know what? I'm going to stop sitting on my best ideas. I'm going to follow my intuition. I'm going to step out and do what I know I'm supposed to be doing for 100 days. You think you could get something done? You think your things would shift a little bit? And so that's what we're doing here, just creating an environment where we're normalizing greatness, like normalizing brilliance. Like, what you mean? Like, we can make money, like, for real, like, all the time? Yeah. Like, every day? Yeah, every day. And I don't know why that's not a normalized thing, but that's what we're doing over here. So welcome. Thank y'all for being here. As always, happy Friday, all the things. Um, let's see, a little personal story time for me. First of all, my mission is very simple. I'm here to help brilliant Black people escape the matrix. We got to get up out of here. We got to move out of the way of whatever's coming because we don't have time. There's no time. There's no time. Um, if you knew what I know, the things that I've seen, the conversations that I've had, the rooms that I've been in, the phone calls that I keep getting, I don't want to be hyperbolic. All I want to tell you is you want to get you some money. This is what you want to do. Just make some money, cash flow. You know what I'm saying? Because not the end of the world. It's just the end of the world as we know it. Okay. And so it's going to be fine for those of us who have some cash flow and use that cash flow to buy some assets that not USD. So you can leverage those assets and move out of the way. We'll be able to remain calm in the face of the great reset. The reset is here. Okay. So y'all know how we had the great migration in the 1910s all the way through the 1970s. Black people were moving from the South up north to the West. Okay. Right now, it's time for the great escape. We must escape the matrix. And we got to do that by breaking up with our old identity, learning how to get paid just to exist. Literally, I'm minding my business. So y'all know yesterday, I got to find out what happened at Spelman last night because I wasn't able to go because I was judging the Harvard President's Innovation Challenge last night. And then today, I had a meeting for the Harvard School of Public Health Venture Board that I'm on. And then when I get off of this call, I got to go to another board meeting for Captain Planet. We're helping kids in 25 countries basically save the planet because we're in global water bankruptcy. If you didn't know, it's a problem. And so as I'm doing that, casually going through my meeting today, this morning, also we are getting businesses ready for the World Cup. That's another initiative that I was just tapped to run. And so we had that meeting this morning, which, yay, or whatever. We're going to be building innovation cities in 17 countries. That is the plan over the next 4 years, because the other plan that they have for us out here is not good. So we're doing something to counter that. Anyway, I'm just casually minding my business. And, one of my fellow board members, when the last time I went to Cambridge, went to Harvard, I still haven't seen my office because I didn't actually go to the office, but we had like a holiday party or whatever. And he comes up to me. He introduces himself. He's like, I've seen you on the Zooms. Impressive work. Da, 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 da. We need to talk. He passes me his card. I'm like, thank you so much. I don't know who these people are. I should know who he is, but I don't know who they are. So turns out they're so independently wealthy. They have a bi-coastal family office. You know how wealthy you have to be to have multiple offices just to manage your own personal family's money or whatever. So I sent him a message inside the Zoom, a private message, and I'm like, hey, I almost called his name. Happy to reconnect, and told him the pivot that we were making and what I'm getting ready to do with the fund. Y'all know I'm raising a $150 million fund to save the world's water, and he was like, yeah, immediately. And then he told me this person, the first person I'm gonna introduce you to is blah. He tells me this person's name. He's like the number one in the world for moving any funds related to water related projects in the entire world. He's like, yeah, I'm calling him right now. I'm sorry, what? This is what happens when you understand that you are the value. And all financial capital is social capital. You don't have to wait for somebody to write you a check. You don't have to wait for somebody to come and crown you and say you are worthy and you are certified and discover you and all this kind of stuff. You can make moves if you know how to show up in a room. And this is why I work so hard with you guys, because you got to know how to show up in a room, communicate your value. I said what I said and stop talking. And because people with money, it's like, okay, I'm listening. I hear you. I know somebody. If they don't know, if they can't do it themselves, you know what they do? They say, oh, I know somebody. And they introduce you. But if you sound like you don't know what you're talking about, they're not going to lend you their social capital. Why would I introduce you to my friends so you can go over there and stumble and sound unsure when you're talking to them? Then now you got me looking crazy out here in these streets. No. So the more that you learn how to talk about who you are and your value and just show up, I said what I said, that's it. Then people who have access to resources can actually help you, introduce you, put you in other rooms, take you where you need to go. It's all, literally all based on social capital. We sat there for an hour. The only purpose of the meeting was two of our companies who've been vetted. Some of them have already won. They won last year when we did the Harvard President's Innovation Challenge, and they won. They did well with that or whatever. However they got in this room. It's literally 15 people on this board from around the world, all kind of industries, MIT, Harvard, all of us Harvard people, with some MIT people, some people from Brazil, some people from I forget where, all around. And they presented their deck, and this is what we're doing, this is what we're working on, and here's where we are, and here's our next steps. We welcome feedback, and we're giving them feedback. We're just like, yeah, have you thought about this? Hey, let me introduce you to the head of this hospital system. Hey, let me help you with this. You might want to call this person. I can connect you here. You want to speak at this conference next year? It's just like, bloop, 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 bloop. They're like, thank you so much. Thank you so much. They're all, Harvard students or actually they're grad students. And that's it. It's like, and then y'all can reach out to us later. If they have questions later, they can literally just like call us because we're on the board. So they just, hey, we were working on this, and did you guys have? That's it, y'all. All financial capital, social capital. And they're like, oh yeah, let me introduce you to this guy who sits on the board of this hospital so they can get you a pilot. They'll probably have a pilot like before April. Like the contract will be in legal by like April. Because they're connected to the right people, but more importantly, they know how to show up and communicate their value. And everybody on this phone can do the same thing. Build a relationship. Business is just relationships with numbers. So you build those connections by showing up and not hemming and hawing and I'm not sure about my value. And you talk about what you do in a way that makes somebody care. It's not like, here's my brand, here's my logo, here's what I got going on. Look at my colors. Do you really think that people were sitting there concerned about somebody's logo colors? It doesn't matter. You look polished, you're professional. Okay, great. What are we talking about? What are we doing? Because it's time. It's like, I gotta go. We got 45 minutes. What are we talking about? The more you learn how to just show up and just be great and be detached, the more money you're gonna make. The more you're pressed about it and I'm not sure, and what about this? No, it's messing with your money. It's messing with your flow. So today I want to make myself available. If there are questions, I want to talk less and answer more questions than I normally have time to do. And also, I want to find out if you guys are struggling with the framework that I've already given you. So the way that you start coming up with topics and hooks and things to post about on social media, I want to know where we are with that. Because if you can't get that going, that engine going, because the next thing they're gonna do is Google you. If they meet you, like, oh yeah, cool. They're gonna go straight to your LinkedIn. That's the first place they're going. That's why my first challenge for you guys is LinkedIn. Because if you need a partner, if you need a potential investor, if you need a retailer, if you need any kind of business-minded anybody in any way connected to what you do, your LinkedIn needs to reflect what it is that you're doing right now instead of looking like you haven't touched it in the last 5 years. So does anybody have any questions that they want to ask me now before I dive off the deep end today? I'm going to start with questions. Go.
Hey, dog. It's
Kenya, what's
How are
happening?
you?
Wonderful. Where my video at? You need to post it.
Okay, so I post on Friday, so today's my post day.
Oh, okay.
But I just wanted to say thank you. You know, I keep you in my head when I go into these rooms and think about what needs to be said. And the reason why I wasn't on yesterday's call was because for some reason, like, it's like the universe is just like aligning. I applied for Yanni's Pizza to do something last year, which just got picked up for this year. So I was in this meeting at the airport with a bunch of like business people, and they're starting this new, this is a second cohort of doing business at the airport, which is where I always thought Yanni's Pizza should be. And it was something that I literally just threw in the back of my mind. Like I was like, I said it and left it alone. But you're so right that it came back around. And I'm like, it was so odd to me that it came back around when I did so much work. And I thought about it a couple months ago and I said, oh my God, I've done so much work. Like all of this time, I can't get that time back. I can't get that money back. Like, so it resurrected itself. Yes. And so I'm going to pursue it now. Because the opportunity is here. Let's go. I just wanted to say thank you.
Absolutely. Walking through doors. The doors are open. Look, sometimes you plant a seed. The seed got to grow. Can I have some time? The seed is like, can I grow, please? Thank you very much. I love that. It was
just amazing. Like, I was just like, what is this?
That's
like,
beautiful.
I needed it to happen last year, but I was like, it's dead. And here it comes this year. And I'm like, huh? So, yeah, I put that work in because I promise you I spent hours and hours and hours and hours in paperwork and signing this and filling out this and doing that. And then I didn't get the momentum I wanted. And I just kind of said, okay, well, let me do what I know. And here it is again. So I'm now listening with 2 ears on, KS Mobile and Yanni's Pizza.
Very good. Very good. Because you could do two things. This applies to all the businesses, for-profit, non-profit. It applies to everything. You know what I mean? So I'm excited to hear that. By the way, is anybody trying to do business for the World Cup that's coming to Atlanta specifically? Is anybody interested in that?
Yeah, I've been being part of the activation planning through a few of the cohorts that I'm in. So we get the meetings every week and learn more about like deadlines and like all of the moving pieces for different types of businesses.
Are you getting good information? Do you feel good about it?
Yeah, I do. It's actually through the Beltline that that I'm part of the meetings, the planning meeting.
Okay.
I mean, of course, I'm always open to other stuff.
Oh no, I'm just asking because people just called me today. I'm not calling no names. Called me today and talk about, can you please help us get the people ready for the World Cup? The business is ready. And so I don't think it was them, but somebody don't know what they do. It's several somebodies that are actually don't have a plan. So they've now asked me to help. So anyway, if I get more information, I'll definitely let y'all know about any opportunities that come through. But what you got going on since you came off of mute, child? Wait a minute. What's happening?
So I've just been, like I said, just moving in my space, working on my daily posts. I just posted my first From the Lab live. So it went from my newsletter and now being digitized onto social media.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So yeah, I'm enjoying the feedback that I'm getting from people. I'm enjoying the interactions. So like I'm getting a lot more, I forget the official term that they call it when people actually like respond to your posts. But like I'm seeing a lot more of the like the likes and the reposts and the
engagement.
That's what it's called. That's it, engagement. So yeah, I'm seeing more engagement than I have in a while, and I'm kind of proud of that. So yeah, like just moving in that direction of just getting used to posting daily. So I'm taking time to like kind of schedule my posts and figure out what I'm doing ahead of time so that I'm not just bombarded with doing that all at once.
Very good.
So yeah, that is just that's just a piece of getting myself together. So yeah, like I saw something Makai had posted on school and was saying like she has been kind of stuck with being motivated and like I come here so that I can stay motivated. Like this is the opportunity that I'm giving myself to stay in the energy and continue to be motivated because it's very easy to kind of for me anyway to kind of be unmotivated because of the flow and ebb of the food service business. It's not always guaranteed to a certain extent what's going to happen. So I am just like really trying to get myself, or I'm really getting myself in proper order, like putting things um, in work, like in working order for one thing, like literally just like cleaning off my desk. That was one thing. I had to clean my desk off so that I could be like, oh, I can sit here. I can actually sit here and do stuff at my desk. So clean, just something as small as that, cleaning off my desk so that I can put my calendar up and I can, so just literally just doing like cleanup work right now so that I can get the doing decluttering right now, like with my brain, with my schedule, with my, I'm just really focusing on like high momentum stuff, something that is not just gonna like fall to the wayside. So I'm like working on doing bigger and better things, of course, each and every time that I come outside, like you say.
Yes, we got to be outside. I love that. So you brought up a good point about the energy around us, y'all, is reflecting what's going on internally. So if there's a lot of clutter, just like undone things around you, it's telling you something about your inner state as well. So when intuition, a lot of times intuition will just be like, yeah, why don't you go ahead and clean that up? You're like, I'll get to it, that's not important right now, I gotta no, it actually is important, because how your environment is a feedback loop. So if you're constantly surrounded by disorder and disarray, that's affecting your brain's ability to create these new neural networks and pathways, which is what we need to operate on a higher frequency, so we can have different kinds of thoughts and move in a different way, make different decisions, make different phone calls, like showing up prepared, showing up early for a meeting so you're not flustered, so that you'll notice something or someone or have a conversation. Instead of spending 15-20 minutes trying to find something, everything has a place now, and then that time can be spent in a different way. Like it's an alternate version of your life that's available to you when you just literally just clear the field, right? Clean your space, have things organized, have a flow, have your thoughts collected, spending time, let me breathe. Like all these things actually matter. People think, oh, it's just not that deep, but it literally is that deep. And everybody that I know, everybody that I hang out with, people who got so much money in their family that they need 2 family offices, one on each coast, they're the most organized, most disciplined. I got 45 minutes. What we doing? People that I've ever seen in my life. And it's like, okay, we want to change how our money's flowing, but we don't want to take control of our calendar. You know what I'm saying? We want to have enough money to not have to think about money ever again, but we don't want to take control of like the places and the spaces that we are and that we're in control of. Like it actually literally matters. So that was a great point. I just wanted to bring that up because you said that. Anybody else got a comment or something they want to share or say or ask today, before I kind of go off the rabbit trail, we're only gonna be here an hour, by the way. Give you your Friday and your weekend. Go for it, Tracy. How you doing?
I am feeling really good. Just came outside and my goats had some more babies. I'm like, and this goes back to a couple of things. Money. Because at the end of the day, this is my brother's property. And he keeps like, I'm like, ooh, the goats made more babies. And I'll tell him the names. And then under his mouth, he's like, yeah, we need to eat one of these goats.
Not eat the goats.
So, but of course, if I could purchase them, because I got a guard goat. Billy Bob is a guard goat. So we can't, Billy Bob can't go nowhere. He's the one that's making all the babies. So I know I need to get myself together, because when I see these little, I'm about to do some goat yoga in this good weather we have it out here.
Mm-hmm.
So no, I agree. When I sent you that message earlier, like I said to you, I was like, it's not that hard. You said what you said, like it could be done in 15 minutes. And I realized, Tracy, someone told me something the other day. They're like, Tracy, you're allergic to, so I don't even remember what they said. You're just allergic to doing things regular.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, you need to calm yourself down to just sit to do something. And I think that's something that I'm learning in this 100 days. And I'm learning slow, yet I'm watching the simplicity of what you're giving us.
Mm-hmm.
And then my monkey mind running away from it.
Not the monkey mind.
The monkey mind. So I appreciate the work you're doing to stay grounded with us, because I can't believe the picture is showing up. This is a picture in Haiti. It's actually, this is a picture in a cave in Haiti. It's usually not on the WhatsApp, the Zoom. But one question I do have, because now I want to get paid Zoom, and I want to know your input between Zoom, StreamYard, Restream, with the multi things that you're doing. I know you're still using Restream, yet in going live and having flexibility to move through different platforms, what would be your, go-to?
Zoom is what I use for all my meetings. Most people externally are using Zoom as well. So I have my Zoom set up. It has my name, it has my photo on there, professional, all things. And on my end, it automatically records. And that way, usually we'll tap into somebody's zone of genius while we're talking, and then we'll be like, oh my God, we need to write that down, but it's already being recorded. So, and then we can get the transcript. So that's the main reason why I use Zoom. But also, if I'm on my device, I'm out and about, it'll still record in the cloud. Like I personally need that. So I always keep my Zoom going, because people are like, oh, you can use Google Meets and stuff like that, but it doesn't have some of the features that I need. So that's that. In terms of going live on multiple platforms, you could use StreamYard or Restream. I use Restream only because, as far as I'm aware, it's the only one that has the live selling feature that I need, which nobody knows it's like a $10 billion opportunity. Like literally no one in America is really doing right now. But I will be incorporating that. So, and I'm not using TikTok. So that's why I chose Restream. But it's easy to use. You can also use Riverside. It doesn't really matter. I say just get out there and do it. You can start for free on StreamYard or Restream, and that's a good way to just kind of get out of your head and just get to it. And you can pull your Zoom feed through either one of those to push it to your social. So you can be looking at one screen, but still broadcast in a lot of different places. So that's the way I think about it.
How do you not feel overwhelmed with all the different apps that you're now using?
I don't get overwhelmed in general. I think it's more just about how I handle my day. Like I have a toolkit that I use. I set it up, and then I just show up. So when my clock is 2:00, boop, time to do this. I got to get off of here at 3. Got a board meeting, bloop, go do that. And this morning I had this kind of call, bloop, go do that. Like it's just like kindergarten. Like I've set my life up for total ease. So you remember in kindergarten when you used to have stations, like you go play with the blocks, and then you go play with you go read a book on the rug, and then you go do the watercolors, and then you go, whatever that is. It was all set up instruction. And when you finish with this, everybody put it back, my life is set up like that. So when it's time for me to do some kind of exercise or whatever, that stuff is over there. When I'm trying to go cook and be a chef, I go do that. When it's time to do this, it's like all set up. They call it my data center. They be laughing at me in the house because I got all my screens and all my stuff, and I'm working on my backdrop is coming.
I hear another book that you're about to write, because you once said that like the meatballs and alcohol, they treat us like we're in kindergarten. But now you're also saying there's a place in our lives that kindergarten stuff can actually make us more efficient.
Well, this
That's
is where my
next
inner
one.
child can thrive. So that way I could be creative because everything is set up for me, as opposed to, okay, I'm supposed to be doing it. Okay, now where's I can't find, okay, oh, I had that idea that time I wrote it down. Where's it? Got to go in the trunk. I got to look for this notebook that I had 2 weeks ago. It's too much. Like everything needs, I need this thing to flow. I live by this energy. Like I don't think y'all understand. I live by this energy. So I can't have a bunch of foolishness. I can't have a bunch of toxic people around me. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. It's like, I need you to go do the inner work. And when you're ready, we can come back and have this conversation. Like, I'm not gonna go back and forth with you. I'm not doing no strife with you. I'm not doing it. I'm not nobody's therapist. I got my own stuff. You know what I'm saying? I can't take the weight of that. I can't live like that. And so because I've chosen not to, these areas of my life, they don't have all that extra weight on top of it. They don't have a bunch of mess and weeds all over it. So things are able to sprout and grow and flourish in every aspect of life. It's important. Hey, Dustin, go for it.
Hey, I just wanted to, you were mentioning, chime in if you got something new that happened. Yesterday I was crying in my beer when I talked to you. And so the universe is universing.
Yes.
And just real quick, where I live is, like picture 40 miles out of Atlanta where it's slow. That's where I live in relation to the Silicon Valley. That's where I lay my head every night. So usually when I'm out here in my neighborhood, my neck of the woods, I ain't really talking about these type of projects. It's agriculture, it's blue collar. I'm not really talking tech much, so I usually temper myself that way. But somebody asked me yesterday. I was talking to a school counselor, and they asked me something. And I started talking about this, and then caught myself after, like, oh, I just was coming off the dome with the pitch.
Come on, fly.
and then so I'm like, okay, well, here we go. And this person was receptive to it, even though we weren't in the environment, we weren't talking. This wasn't necessarily obviously advantageous, like somebody that I'm trying to talk to, but I said it, so that was a rep. And then this morning, I'm on Nextdoor, which I lost my cat. Who knows of a good yard? Those kind of messages on Nextdoor. Mm-hmm. This lady put a message about a educational startup that she's getting into. So boom, I reached out right away. We're setting up an appointment.
Come on.
It's just just like I wasn't even looking for that. I was just kind of going through paces while I was drinking coffee, and boom, here's this.
That's the serendipity that I'm talking about. So having that conversation, was that yesterday, you said, randomly.
Yep.
And you saw that there's a connection with what you got going on.
Yep.
And then that primed you to now see somebody talking about something that, hey, she's talking to me. And boom.
Exactly.
That's what I'm talking. I love it. I love it. The flow. Yep. The flow is real. It's real, y'all. It's a real thing. So if somebody shake you in the middle of the 4 o'clock in the morning, or you just going about your day and they ask you what you do, it's like, oh, by the way, blah, blah, blah. Like, you don't have to think about it.
Yep.
That's money. I love it.
Exactly.
I'm excited. You need 10 more of those. So now you know, like, a profile to go after.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Exactly. I just need to run my mouth, basically, is the message.
Yep. In conclusion.
Yeah.
In conclusion. I love it. That's really dope. See? Let the universe cook. Like you said,
let it cook.
I love that. I love that. Anybody else want to share? It's Friday. It's Friday vibes today. The birds are involved. I don't know if y'all can hear the birds. Anybody else want to share or ask anything? Okay, so we are on a mission to make sure that you understand everything that's happening in your business right now. It's fine. It's just a reflection of what you've been doing in the past. So if you had total chaos in the past, you might be experiencing a little chaos right now. And that's okay. If you were just not doing anything, not talking to anybody, and you don't have nobody to talk to right now, that's okay. But that's what we're here to change. Going forward, we're going to put new inputs into the field. and ensure that we have the results that we're looking for going forward. We're going to be intentional going forward. So you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to judge yourself. You don't have to feel no way about what you didn't do in the past. We're here now. And if everybody can rock with that and give yourself some grace, the universe is going to cook. We just got to allow it to do so. So listen. Anybody else? Everybody good? Okay.
I just have one thing. So I feel like I need to figure out my schedule. Mm-hmm. I feel like I have so much to do for my business, and I'm super excited about it, and I have this event coming up, so I feel like my attention has been mostly on that. But then I also, there's other things to do, like my content for next week, and then each of my clients need certain things. So trying to figure out how to best break down my day, because what I've been doing, I've been focusing more on my business, which is great. But it's like, I don't know what the word is. I get sucked into it. Mm-hmm. Where, I feel like
I'm opposed to time to work on your client work.
Right.
Okay. So when is your most productive time of, because it's kind of different types of work. So
it's been in the mornings, lately.
For your stuff or for client stuff? Like, let's say you didn't have a schedule. Let's say you're starting over. In other words, mm-hmm. my best time to do work for me would be in the morning, because I know that's my most creative, and I'm tapping into things I don't know, but I tap in and I pull it down type.
Yes, exactly.
Versus I can just kind of mechanically do stuff.
Right. So I normally work on my stuff in the morning. Mm-hmm. My Substack, trying to create these value giveaways for the social post that I'm going to do next week, mm-hmm. Which, I only have to create once, but like I want to get it done. And there's like, multiple forums, and I'm getting my resources together so I could have mm-hmm. somewhere to point people strategically. So I know I need to get it done. Yeah. But also, I guess I just have to plan it out a little better,
more intentionally,
for my clients.
But think about it like things that, for lack of a better term, are just a little more mindless, if you will. Like, okay, I'm just going here and boop, 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 boop. Like whether that's for a client, let me update this, let me move this, schedule that in a time, maybe you do your morning stuff, take a break, have lunch kind of thing for mm-hmm. you. And then it's like, okay, or maybe even in the evening, like you might be too tired to try to pull some creative out of the ether, but I could have the TV on in the background, eating my lunch, my dinner, and I'm working on this kind of mindlessly, just doing a little client thing.
Okay.
But still schedule it, 90 minutes of time with the 40, with a break in between to get it done. Yeah.
All right. I think, I'm going to approach it a little differently next week. Mm-hmm. I've gotten great things done this week, and I feel really amazing about where everything's headed. I just want to make sure that I am,
like if you spend an hour or two every day, you'll feel better about not like I'm getting behind on the client side.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Yeah. I'll just schedule those better. Yep. Okay. Thank you.
Absolutely. Go for it, Tracy.
I have a question about when you say you live by this energy. I think I automatically know what you're saying, but I don't want to guess. What does that mean when you say that?
See, how do I put that in words? Well, I do nothing of myself. How do I say this? I am very committed to, when I leave this earth, I left it all on the field. Everything that I was sent here to do, I'm doing it. And so all the obstacles, all the challenges, everything I face in life every day, people, is to make me better. It's to make me stronger. It's to teach me a lesson. It's whatever that is, but I can't let it. My daddy used to sing a song. It's not, he didn't write the song. It's like I don't know, I think it came from the civil rights movement or something, but they would say, I ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. It's like, I'm actually not. Like, I don't care what I face, what obstacle, I'm going to be the greatest, highest version of myself. And so what that requires me to do is to honor, to prioritize, to sometimes laser focus in on what intuition is telling me to do, what my heart is telling me is right, even though what I see around me or the noise around me is saying something different. Like, I literally live by this energy. So I won't let anything, anybody drag me down to the just limited to what I can see around me. And so the way I make decisions, the way I move, the way I talk, who I'm hanging out with, when I get ready to, nope, can't do it. I'm cutting them off. Like, I'm moving at the speed. It's not really money. It's the speed of my intuition, because that's my lifeline. If I let go of that, then what do I have? Like, I really live like that for real. And so it allows me to stay detached. It allows me to make fast decisions. It allows me, well, guess that wasn't for me. And then as soon as I let something go, something better that I couldn't have imagined comes in its place. You know what I'm saying? Like, I trust that my inner guidance system is smarter than me. You know what I mean? I'm not going to sit here and argue and wrestle with wisdom. Like, who am I? Like, what do you mean? Like, this is what's in my heart to do. I'm going to do it. Like, my mama told me, trust the Lord with all your heart, mind, soul, strength, and, lean not to your own understanding. So that's how I know how to live. That's all. It's the only thing I know how to do. That's what I mean.
Okay. Got it.
Hope that wasn't too deep for y'all. So, okay. Let me go through this right quick. We got a few minutes. So, whatever's going on in your business right now, your follower count, your bank account, your, who's sending you messages, who wants to have meetings with you, offers that are closing, things, sales that, just you thought you had it and it disappeared, clients who's showing up and ready to go, people who are ghosting you, and everything in between. Whatever you got going on in your business right now, all of it, it's just a mirror. It's just showing you, it's just reflection of things that have happened in the past. It's not a judgment. You don't have to feel no way about it. You don't have to have no emotions about it. But also, it's not like bad luck or the market or all of that. It's a mirror. Okay, so it's okay. But just understand that mirrors, we're not talking about a fun house mirror now. I'm talking about a mirror. So mirrors don't lie. Like, if you walk in the bathroom right now and your hair is sticking up on top of your head, you can't be like, oh, the mirrors, something's wrong with the mirror. No, your hair, you need to comb your hair. So if we're seeing things or not seeing things in our business that we would like to see, we got to make the adjustment if we want to see something different in the mirror, right? So if we don't love kind of how our business is flowing just yet, one of my homegirls that came up with me at the same time in tech, she's very nationally known. I'm not calling her name. She was she had a team member send her a spreadsheet the other day. She was like, okay, we want to turn on, they're actually going to start teaching AI they have a huge national footprint of people, and teaching AI classes or whatever. And she was like, can you come up with the business case for this and, model it out and do a spreadsheet and all that stuff. So the girl sends it over. And she looked at it and she said, this is not even worth my time. I'm not getting out to bed for this. And it was like $80-something thousand they were going to make off of this thing. She was like, yeah, no, this is not. Who's doing that? Like, I could just stay home for that. Like, no. So then she ended up doing a video and put it in her GPT of choice to show how she turned it into a $500,000 plan and changed some parameters around the project. And then there was another little piece that kept putting in there. It's like, oh, you could do this too. And you'll make an additional $45,000 over this same 6-month period. She was like, get rid of that. It's not worth our time. And I need all of us to expand our capacity to where we get to the point where you know what you're worth. You know how to move. You set a new floor, a new zero for what's worth your time and all of that. And it doesn't mean, especially when you're starting out, you need to get out here and go make some moves. But you get to the point where you don't have to just take any client. You don't have to just take any money that anybody wants to throw at you. You can stay in alignment with things that resonate with you and what you feel like you're here to do and what that feels like and looks like for you. That is something that you get to graduate to over time as you start doing this work with integrity and like I said, really centering and prioritizing what intuition is telling you and not just, oh, I gotta make some money type energy. It's a real thing. And it allows you to stay free. Everything's not for you. Sometimes you say, no, I decline. If y'all saw my emails and things that I get invited to, and I'm like, no, I won't be there. Thank you. And most people will be like, wait, what? It's because it's not for me, or at least not right now. And that's how I stay centered and zen. I don't have to jump on a plane, fly everywhere that somebody asks me to go. I live by this energy. So if you don't like what you're seeing, the opportunities that are coming or not coming, the income is not yet matching your vision and your brilliance, you're still not showing up consistently, it's okay. But the thing is, we don't want to try to fix the reflection, the thing that's outside of us. Go within, do the work and go within, elevate and change what's happening internally, the things that you have control over. And then what you see outside reflected back to you, it has to update, it has to shift. Okay. So changing your offer, rebranding, trying a new platform, redesigning the website, taking another course, get another certification, all this kind of stuff. Sometimes when intuition is telling you, okay, we're ready for that, that's what you need to do. But sometimes you need to actually embody the things you already know, the things you already said you're going to do, the things you keep neglecting, the things that are sitting around you that you bought all these books and you ain't read them yet. Or you got all these tools and stuff and you haven't implemented them yet. Sometimes you just need to settle in and embody what you already have. And that is going to kind of clear some of that static so that you could take the next step forward and the next step. So every day, every week, you're spiraling up. You're getting, 1% better every day. It's never external. It's never, let me try another. It should be coming from the inside out. So when you do a new thing, take on a new course or take a new strategy or whatever, it should be coming from the inside out, not this thing is going to make it okay. If I do this external thing, then it's going to make me okay. No, it's because I'm okay and I'm tapped in. This is the step I need to take. And that nuance, that shift is everything. Okay. So your dominant beliefs, your habitual emotional state, your relationship with yourself and your own sense of self-worth, that is what is going to ultimately reflect back to you. So if you have chaos now, then you get a bigger space, a bigger stage, a bigger platform. You get some money some kind of way. What it's going to do is amplify and magnify the chaos. The bigger house, you're just going to have more junk to fill up the bigger house. So what you have to do is deal with the internal chaos and have some internal structure. And let your brain kind of just calm down and rest and, dare I say, heal. And then get your environment to start lining up with that. Order comes before increase. Order comes before increase. So I don't know who needs to do that and what that means for you, but order, calm, stillness. That's where intuition lives. That's where wisdom lives. And do everything you can to make sure that your home environment, your workspace, your relationships, the people that you're tapped in, or who you will allow to have access to you, are reflecting that calm, order, stillness. Everything is everything. Now intuition can say, okay, go do this, call this person, do this thing. And now we're moving in a different place. It's not like, oh my God, I gotta. You really should not be defaulting to that at any time. So maybe that's what I needed to say on today, on this Friday. When life kind of gets a little, it's all right, just breathe, just come, bring it back, bring it in. I don't know how to tell that story. It take me too long to tell that story, but that was the 5-year-old. Some of the wisest people on earth are little children. She was 5 years old, and all the adults were like, "Yeah, but what about that?" And she said, she walked in the middle of the room. She said, bring it in. And everybody had to, hold on. This baby got everybody all the way together. So sometimes you just need to just bring it in. It's okay. Just hold on. And then from the place of stillness, okay, this is what I need to do. Because again, a lot of times you will feel led to clean up your bedroom, clean out the closet, go wash them dishes from 2 weeks ago or whatever. Like, finish unpacking these boxes. How about that? Or pack. Sometimes you will pack, you will feel like you need to pack and you don't know where you're going yet. You just gotta let intuition just, it's gotta have a space. I can't cook in a dirty kitchen myself personally. I had to, if I go, visit somebody, a family member or something, they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna cook dinner tonight. First thing I gotta do is go in here, gotta wash the dishes, run the dishwasher, gotta get all the stuff, put everything. I can't cook like this. And the universe is saying, hold on, I can't cook like this. Can we, wait a minute, can we just, I'm telling y'all, it makes a difference. It makes a difference. So give yourself the grace to do the things that seem like, oh, this is not relevant to my money. Yes, it is. Especially if it keeps coming in your mind. Clean this up, fix this, put this away, go through this box. You're going to find, I don't know if I told that story in a minute. There's somebody else who's in the dollhouse. Y'all don't know her. This group doesn't probably know her, but people from the place that should not be named do. But she's always on and she's listening and stuff. She took the procrastination boot camp the last time I did it. She went through her stuff that she's been avoiding going through for 2 years. She found an old course that she paid for like 4 years ago. And she said, let me go through this course. She did the first 2 modules in there and made $18,000. She called me screaming on the phone. She was like, "Dawg, I never would have done this in 10 million years. And this is what I've been needing. I needed this money. This was perfect. This is the bridge. It's going to get me over to the insurance comes back from this to this and this. And procrastination boot camp, had I not done it, had I put it off, I don't know what I would have done." And it could be big things or small things. It could just be being present in the moment. Let me go to the store right now. Then you meet somebody randomly on the way or on the way back that ends up changing your whole trajectory. Like, you just don't know. So you got to be present. You got to be calm. You got to be centered. You got to be doing the thing that intuition is telling you to do. And then it becomes this beautiful symphony of serendipity and things just open up to you. We can learn how to live like this. We can normalize this. And anybody who don't like it, anybody who can't get with it, you can get right or get left. You could, you know what I'm saying? If you can't do it, then we're going to have to part ways. But I live by this energy, for real. And you get better outcomes than you could ever try to manufacture on your own, I guess. So don't get into judgment and fault and I'm behind and what I didn't do and somebody lied to me and they said they were going to do it and they didn't do it and I can't believe it. Now I'm mad at you and they going on living their best life. They left me behind and he stole from me. And I told y'all, somebody stole $500,000 from me, literally $500,000. Now I had two options. Well, 3. I could have sent him to jail, but I didn't want to because he got four babies. I didn't do that. But I had 2 options. One, I could get all upset, and this somebody was very close to me. We worked together very closely. I can get all upset, all of my feelings, and just going crazy, and all of what that does to your spirit, to your nervous system, to your brain. Strife is a very, very powerful, creative, or destructive force. When you constantly, it's like a hurricane. It's like a bomb. Like you're dropping bombs all over your life when you do that. It's dangerous. So I could have chosen that path, or what I did. Now, mind you, I'm the cutoff queen. I am the cutoff queen. Please know this. Please know this about me. I am the cutoff queen. It'll be like somebody that I used to know. Y'all know that song, Somebody. You'll be like, No, I did. I do know, dog. Like, it would just be like the tumbleweed, like, woo, like the Western, like, I'm out. Like, I am the cut off queen. So I did cut him off. To this day, he's still searching, trying to find somebody who will put him back in touch with me, because he don't know where I live, of course. But I did not go to the route. I released it. And I said, okay, what can I learn from this? There's something in me. Because it wasn't like literally went in the bank and took it out. It was like, no, we had a contract. This is what you're supposed to do. Here's the work product. This is what you need. You're going to get paid this, and you're going to do this. And he basically pretended to do the work until all the contract was paid and never turned in the work product. But kept destroying and dismantling all the systems that he did have control over inside the company that would have caught it before it got that far. So there was no oversight, so I took responsibility for that, made the adjustment, made the correction. And now I'm able to move in a different way. I'm able to now go and solve this problem. Actually, right now, today, I just got off of a phone call where I'm able to help somebody else who's in a very similar situation to avoid, because the amount of fortitude that it takes to come back from something like that, most people couldn't do that. Because in addition to the fact that, oh my God, all this money's gone, it's like you want to blame yourself for it. It's like, I should have known better. I can't believe I did this. Oh my God. And you cannot go forward if you're still attached to the past. You cannot create when you're still, attached to an old wound. You have to heal. You have to forgive. You have to release. You have to rise. All of these things. And I don't be saying that stuff just sound cute. I'm saying, in the face of the hardest thing, the person that you thought would never do thing that did, oh my God, and here they go. Who are you in that moment? Who are you when it doesn't go right? That's what's going to determine the outcomes that you get. So I don't know why I'm talking all deep, it heart to heart or today on this Good Friday, but I have to go to my board meeting. But anybody got any questions, comments, concerns, challenges, feedback, perspectives, or personal story time? I want you to keep working on the social media assignment that I gave you over the last couple of days. You can go back and watch the replays if you don't know what I'm talking about, because this weekend I'm going to tell you how to put your email autoresponder together and how to think about your call to action from your social media, so we can do a practice run next week to start posting and see what we get. Hey, Alfreda. Alfreda, did you want to say something?
Sorry about that.
Hey.
I did want to say that I've been hearing you over the last couple of days saying get on social media. Mm-hmm. And so I've been trying to think about what it is that I'm going to communicate and try to have a consistent type of look and feel when I show up to social media. But I want to say I was looking at YouTube, just trying to get some ideas. Mm-hmm. And I ran across the person that I follow, and that is Cam Newton, right? Mm-hmm. I did not realize that he was a thrifter.
Is he?
Yes, he is. I was just wow. Oh my God. And so I just recorded a little piece of his clip that he talked about in terms of thrifting. Mm-hmm. And so I just feel like now I have permission to say, if Cam Newton can thrift, that's so right. Can you.
Mm-hmm. I love that. You could probably find other examples of other celebs who do similar. I'm not sure, but that's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So that's what I was thinking too. That I've got to really start just looking at some inspirational type YouTube videos mm-hmm. and find that type of content and then use it to my benefit. So I just want to say thank you for honing in or pounding that into us this week about social media. Yeah. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. Let's go. We can do this, y'all. We really can. We need to call Cam. He's supposed to be hosting our event next month. I know his dad very well, but they Cam's supposed to host this event coming up. So anyway, yeah, that's a great idea. I need you to do that. Do that. Do it. Anybody else?
I have something.
Yes.
I think that you were kind of speaking to me personally with your sermon today.
Oh, okay.
And I say thank you. So yeah, just wanted to put that out there that I am in a space where I kind of know my worth. And like, for instance, I had a former customer or a present customer that reached out to me and was asking about doing something for them, and the budget was really low, and my spirit said, I ain't got time for this. So I was like, well, this is a want to like at least be like professional enough to say, well, I can't do this, but here are some possibilities.
Yeah.
And they had like champagne wishes and dreams on a McDonald's budget, and I was kind of like, yeah, so this is what I can do,
right?
And they were kind of like, yeah, I don't think that's going to be enough. So, yeah, we'll look for something. And I was like, okay, good luck with that,
right?
So I'm just kind of like, just in that space where I know my worth, and I don't want to like pass up opportunities, but like if I know it's not worth me going to the kitchen, I'm not even paying myself, then I'm gonna just kind of like give you the minimum. Like, you're not gonna get my all because you're not giving me what I'm worth, basically.
Right.
So I just want to put that out there that I am cognizant of my worth, and I am definitely like trying to be professional in the sense of like not just saying, yeah, that's not not worth my time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm definitely getting myself structured. I'm doing more and more each day to be structured, and I'm also putting into place your content percentages.
Mm-hmm. I think we lost her. Asia, can you hear me? Okay, we lost her. She's always on the move with the babies. But yes, there you are. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I go out?
Yes, I hear you now. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just saying that I'm putting things into play that I probably would have not thought about prior to connecting with you and getting myself together. So thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for being here and being on this journey. Listen, y'all, we got it. We have what we need. We are the value. We just got to tap in. We got to go within. Go within. Go within. Let all the old stuff, let it go. Let it go. It's not serving you. Let it go. You know what happens when somebody says something like, oh, I need you to do da-da-da-da-da, and they immediately, your spirit is like, oh, no. When you say politely and corporately decline the opportunity, you know what you're telling the universe, you know what you're telling the field. I'm worth this. Don't send me that. Send me this. And you're creating space for what you actually want and need. That's what happens when you do that, as opposed to somebody keep offering you, crumbs, and you keep taking the crumbs. That what you're telling the universe is, I don't believe I'm going to get more. So, this, don't take it the wrong way. This is when you first start out, when you feel like, when intuitions tell, oh, just go talk to all these people, do all this stuff, go do that. We need to get in motion. But also when somebody brings you an offer and you immediately are like, yeah, no, this is below what I need to be doing. Can you hold the energy? Can you hold the capacity? Can you say no to create space for more? That's part of rising too. So I love that. I love the growth. It's about the growth, the growth for me. Anybody else? This is fun times. If we could do this in person, y'all, wouldn't it be fun? Wouldn't this be the best little coffee house in the city? If we could just meet in person to do this kind of stuff. Anybody else? Makaya's doing that tomorrow, y'all. Go to Makaya's event tomorrow night.
Yes. Avant Garden will be there. T5 Transit's going to be there.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Yeah, man. The hanging out, the energy is real. So Ackworth is actually closer to me now than I've ever been because
awesome.
I don't know about it. Go to Ackworth,
I know,
but it's cool.
That's why I'm making these partnerships in Atlanta. I already have a space in Brookhaven.
Ackworth.
I'm working on it.
But yeah, y'all pull up and good vibes always. Anybody else want to share anything? I'm headed to my board meeting. I love it here. Thank y'all for allowing me to do this and to be a small part of your journey. And thank you for sharing your wins with me because that makes me happy. It keeps me going. If everybody's good, all hearts and minds are clear, I'll be back tomorrow for Saturday school. I think I might do a double. We're going to see because I got a lot to teach y'all. Make sure you get your email together, your call to action, all this stuff. So I might start a little bit earlier on Saturday school, but obviously I'll be here at 2:00. So until then, I got to go.